Okay. Otherwise, I'm assuming it's sharing. Okay, now we have capital allowances. I told you depreciation is for counting. The tax depreciation, we call it capital allowances. For building, we use building allowance. Other assets, capital allowances. Now, this one is not in your syllabus. We have other allowances. For example, agricultural business, we have agricultural allowance. If you're in the mining business, we have also mining allowance. If you have new technology, if you want to invest in new technology, especially computer technology, research and development technology, something that is R&D, you need R&D, research and development, some new innovation into investment into new innovation, we call it investment allowance. And then if you want to, after investing into the investment allowance, if you want to expand, we call it reinvestment. So all these are at a higher level. They don't ask you at degree level. So just to make you aware, we have other allowances, but that is not examined. So what we want is capital allowance and building allowance. Note the point before I start. If you have a retail business, wholesale business, or a manufacturing business, we give capital allowance. No problem. Everybody can claim capital allowance. This one, industrial building allowance, IBA, industrial building allowance, we only give for manufacturing business. We don't give for retail and wholesale. We give for manufacturing plus some qualifying business. This I will do maybe next week when I do this topic, building allowance. This topic is a bit long topic, it will take 2-3 weeks. Manufacturing, we only have IBA and certain qualifying business, okay, which okay, now my monitor is working right now. So capital allowance for every business, retail, wholesale, manufacturing, IBA only for manufacturing and certain qualifying business. Like certain qualifying, we'll deal with that later, like school building, childcare building, hospital building, stadium, that kind. Certain selected. Otherwise, retail, wholesale, manufacturing, everybody can get capital allowances. Only IBA for buildings used in manufacturing and certain qualifying business. So this will come later. So I've given you here retail, wholesale, manufacturing. Everybody can claim capital allowance. Capital allowance. Everybody can claim. Okay. Everybody can claim. But this one, IBA, you can only claim by manufacturing. I hope that is clear now. Right. So that rule should be clear now. Okay, that rule, I hope you have cleared now. Okay, done. Okay, now we look into capital allowances. It's a bit more complicated rules we have. That's capital allowances. First, we are dealing with not a building. We are not dealing with building. We got two areas to look at. One is building, BLDG, short form for building. one is building, and then the other one is capital allowances. So I don't deal with this first. I only deal with that. Okay. So I deal with number one, capital allowances. Building, we call it building allowance. Capital allowance is for other assets. Okay, I deal with that. Now, capital allowances, CA short form, is the tax depreciation. You calculate based on cost. You use the cost, all right? So if you have cost, based on the cost, we calculate capital allowances. Very simple. So you always take the cost based on cost. Very important. Based on cost. Right now, what is based on cost? You know, based on cost. Now, cost means you calculate based on straight line. What is straight line? Straight line means whatever figure you use, whatever figure you pick to buy, that will be straight line. Okay, straight line is whatever cost you pay to buy it. So that is straight line. Okay, now, if you look at this one here, so first year you buy, you have cost. Second year you buy, you have cost, correct? Every year you claim capital allowance on cost, that is straight line. Same like the accounting style, but every year accounting you have reducing balance, you have straight line. Here only straight line, no reducing balance. Okay. Next you look at this IA. IA, we have two items there. One is AA, another one is IA. Now what is this two, IA and AA? IA is initial allowance. AA is annual allowance. Both also based on percentage based on cost. You multiply by cost. IA you only given once, only one time. IA you give only one time. That is the year you buy. AA you give every year. So that means, let's say I just give you a year 1, 2, 3, 4. First year I give IA. AA you give every year. So every year you give AA. So IA the year you buy, and then AA every year. And then if you sell, no more AA. If you sell the asset, no more AA. So to understand this topic easily, you take like this. This is the year end. This is the start. If you buy any time here, you give IA. If the asset is used at the year end, you give AA. If you have sold the asset, that means it's not here. If it is not there, no more IA. So very easy. If you buy, you give IA. Once you start using, you give AA every year. But if you see at the end of the year, you stop using it, no more. Even I use for 300 days, 360 days. Last 5 days, I'm not using. If you are not using permanently, no more IA. Or you have sold the asset, no more IA, no more AA, I mean. AA given every year except the year you sell or you stop using permanently. If I just not using it for the year end because I'm closed shop for holiday, that's fine. I said, if you have sold the asset or not using it permanently, very important. So now I go. So I come back to the word IA. Many times in the exam, they've asked, what is the meaning of IA? So you must able to explain. Exam, I can ask you a theory because your exam, they say in the exam must include at least 20 to 30% theory. 20 to 30% theory must be included. But generally, I will put that 20%. Right? 20%. Sometimes, once in the blue moon, we also ask one full question on theory, but that is on option. The number question will have little bit of theory. When is the tax due for payment? What is the meaning of IA? What is the meaning of AA? You know, some simple theory. Explain what's the difference between section 7(1) big A and small a, something like that. You know, resident status we study, something like that. So you should know. So here, IA is given. IA is given. We have certain condition. What are those? IA is given if you are the owner. Generally, capital allowance is given only to owner. If you are not the owner, you are not given. But owner using it in business. So if you want, I can put shortly, given to owner of business who uses the asset. Okay, given to owner of asset who uses the asset in his business. Okay, given to owner of asset who uses asset in his trade. Just writing this in his trade. So who will get capital allowances? Given to owner of asset who uses asset in his business. So you must be the owner of asset using it in trade. So if you see the keyword owner uses asset in his trade, then can. So if you're not the owner, you cannot claim. You are the owner but not using in the trade, cannot claim. I rent and use it, cannot claim. Okay, right now. IA given if the following conditions are satisfied. As I said, you must be the owner. As I said, asset must be used in business. And expenditure must have been incurred in the relevant year. So if I have year 1, 2, 3, 4, if I spend the money in year 3, so I can only claim IA in year 3. Why? I'm the owner here. I spend the money there. I'm using it from there. So IA first claim here. Okay. Let's say I bought it here, but I first use it there. Whenever you first use it, that will be the first IA. You must buy and use it. If you buy and keep it, cannot. Let's say I buy it here. I cannot claim because you are the owner. You bought it, but you didn't use it. I use it here. The moment you use it, I can claim. So here, I do not claim IA in the year I buy. I claim the year I use. Normally, business would not buy and keep for 3 years. Of course, I need this year, I buy this year. I want next year, I buy next year. So generally, we assume the year you buy, you use it. So question don't tell you anything. We buy in the year in which we're going to use. So expenditure incurred in the basis year. So let's say this is start of the year, this is the year end. And then I bought the asset somewhere here. Somewhere there, acquired asset. In your, you can see there. Okay. Somewhere there, I acquired the asset. Just have a look. Okay. So you can see here, hello, IA asset acquired during the year for business. So long you have bought it and you are using it, we claim IA. So if you bought it in 2020, I claim in 2020. Simple as that. Okay, done. Now you look here. Okay, now I give you like this. If you buy it, you claim IA. Question at the year end. Okay, this is your year end. Let's say that one is your year end. year end, are you using it? I'm asking a question. This is me, businessman. Is he using it at the year end? Yes. Answer yes. You claim AA. If asset is being used or available for use, available means you are closed for holiday, but still available for use, you can claim AA. So, IA given only once in the year of expenditure, provided asset being used. I said IA given once, given in the year of expenditure, provided asset being used. All right? If you buy this year, use next year, then I give you next year. We normally say in the year of expenditure, assuming you're going to use annual allowance theory, condition given to owner, and asset acquired used in business at the year end. Check the year end. Are you using it at the year end? Yes, every year you can claim AA. If asset is used in business at the end, claim AA. If asset is not used in the end temporarily because you're closed for holiday, that's fine. Still you can claim. The point is it must be available for use. Okay. Now, this one. Claimed. Claimed annually, except in the year of sale. Why? In the year of sale, I'm not using it at the end. That's why. IAA are both percentage based claim. It is based on cost. Cost incurred. Incurred means whether you pay, you don't pay, doesn't matter. Incurred means you have committed to pay cash and credit purchase of asset. Whether you buy the asset on cash or you buy it on credit, doesn't matter. You're based on the cost that you're going to pay. Finish. Got it? The original cost. Simple as that. Habis. Kemudian, hello, someone can say hello to me. I don't know whether you can hear my voice or sometimes cut off. Don't can. Okay, okay. Please, please. The moment you don't hear my voice for 30 seconds, you must sound me. Okay, next. I hope you have understood. Anyway, we have done some of this last time. Now, I'm giving you in detail, based step by step. Okay. Now, I go down here, I show you something. This one, you already got it in the tax table. Tax table. Okay. Look at this. Look at this. Itu table you have, isn't it? Keep. I told you, that's why I told you every day simpan into table. Sekiranya you tak simpan table, that means you are not following instruction. Very difficult lah. So look here. Itu table ada, you boleh insert if you want. This one in the table, you only see it from here. Some are not there. You can see this one. IA 10 for building. Industrial. This is building. Industrial building. 10 and 3. This one the arrow not given in the table. The original table, they don't give. But I've inserted. You can insert it for it. You can insert it for me, good. So, building, we give 10 and 3. But if the building is storeroom or warehouse, we only give AA, no IA. Industrial building, 10 and 3. Storeroom, warehouse, gudang. Gudang. Kita bagi 10% saja. Habis. Okay. Kemudian, kita tengok sini. Plant and machinery. 2014. IA 2014. In fact, for except this building, the rest you have IA for plant and machinery. Capital allowances for asset, non-current asset, you see you have 20. Actually, all these are known as plant and machinery. In tax, plant and machinery means assets, fixed asset, non-current asset other than building. But the non-current asset, we have names, fixture, furniture, equipment, computer, IT, software. All right. Computer is hardware. And then we have motor vehicle, heavy machinery. Now, if it is not here, if it is not there, Other item, we put it under general plan. So plan got general plan. Plan got motor vehicle heavy. Plan got computer IT software. Plan got furniture, fixture, fitting. They are all plan. The word plan means asset. So asset number 1 is this. Asset number 2, asset number 3. Other asset, we put general plan. No name given, they are general. What is the percentage? 20. What is the percentage for AA? 14. Plan, general. Motor car, heavy machinery. Motor vehicle is everything. Lorry, bus, tractor, car, van, everything. And heavy machine. What is heavy machine? Bulldozer, tractor. Why your friend coming at this time? All right, now, if you look at here, plant and machinery, 14. Motor vehicle, apa nama heavy machine? Heavy means big machinery lah. That is something called tractor, bulldozer, yang besar-besar lah, you tahu lah kan, crane, like that. So 20. IT, computer, softwares, computers, 20%. Okay. This one, furniture, fixture, fitting, equipment, 10%. Okay. All that, furniture, fixture, fitting, major, kerusi, rack, all that goes here. So you have to remember this. And I told you the other day, small valued item. Ini hukum diintroduce from WEF means with effect from. The word WEF means with effect from. Dari tarik inilah, with effect from. WEF means with effect from. Okay, that's a short form. 2020, each item below 2,000, we can claim 100% fixed. This one is not in the table. This one is not in the table. Table is not there. The table I give you is given by the ACCA external examining body. So this one is not there. So you insert. Yang ini, 100%. Small valued item, each below 2,000, 100% fixed. Okay, we don't have AA, only IA, one time, fixed 100%. All right. Then we have some condition for large company. Ini semua kita rujuk bila kita tengok apa nama company. So here sekarang kita tamal lah, don't worry. Itu aja. Okay, done, finish, settle. So now we go back to the question. So I give you an example, see whether you found. Macam mana kita buat? Ini cost in taxation. Cost in taxation. Kita panggil QPE. Apa itu QPE? Qualifying plan expenditure. Qualifying plan expenditure. Itu dia punya nama. QPE. Later I give you that. Now in accounting you call cost, tax you call it QPE. Ini nama kita panggil sini QPE. How much? Example, I'm only giving you example. Ambillah contoh kita beli 10,000. First year we claim 10%, 20%, and 10% equipment. Tadi saya sudah tunjuk you tu apa nama table. So 20 and 10 tahun yang pertama, jumlah kita claim capital allowances 3,000. Apa kita buat dengan 3,000? 3,000 kita tolak daripada adjusted net profit, you know, the profit, adjusted profit. BBC, business income. The adjusted profit, business income, minus capital allowances. Business income, BB, BC minus capital allowances, statutory business income. So capital allowance for year 1. Year 2, kita ulang. Tapi kita ulang angka ini aja. Because kita ulang angka AA because straight line. Straight year every year same lah. Same means based on cost. Same year based on cost. Okay. Okay. Done. Done. Lagi sekali. Ini done. Tengok. Setiap tahun kita ada AA. Okay. Katalah tahun 4 you nak jual. If you sell, no more AA. You nak jual, no more AA. So let's say lah tahun 4 saya nak jual. You nak jual, jual lah. The year you sell, no more AA. So the year you jual, kita kena kira sama ada you jual dengan untung ataupun dengan rugi. So if you are selling, andaian, let's say we are selling it at 2,000. You got 5. I'm selling it at 2. My book value is 5. You bought for 10. After depreciation, the value is 5, but you are selling for 2. Book value 5, you are selling for 2. Rugi. Rugi is BA. Number 2, let's say we sell it for 9. Book value is 5. Book value 5, I'm selling 9. I'm selling more than the book value, profit. Profit, we call it BC, balancing charge. Now, you see a bracket there. Why we get bracket there? Because this cost is on the debit side. All this calculation is happening on the debit side. Debit side, you see a bracket, that means credit. So this figure indicates credit. What is capital allowances? Capital allowance is debit figure. So when you get a bracket, it indicates BC. So let's say this is your T account, income statement. If I have a profit here, I bring this one this side, that becomes a bracket. That's all. So the BC is 4,000. Okay, finish. Now some other term. In accounting, cost minus depreciation, you call it net book value. Or IAS 16 calls it carrying amount. Mana-mana you suka lah. Cost minus depreciation, net book value. Itu term biasa, orang awam biasa. Tapi IAS 16 dia guna perkataan ini, carrying amount. In fact, this net book value is the term we use in accounting for very many years. In the UK, they use net book value. America, they use carrying amount. So, IAS 16 is based on international standard. Mainly, the standard is formulated by the USA. UK, USA, the standards are more or less the same. But whether you want to use the term based on US or UK, accounting, international is based on USA. That's why net book value, they call it carrying amount. Okay, there's many different names. Receivable, UK call debtor, America calls receivable. UK call it creditor, America call it payable. UK call it balance sheet, America call it statement of financial position. UK call it profit and loss account, USA call it income statement. See, same thing only. They have many names, different names. That fellow call it profit, this fellow call it retained earning. So, many different names, but the same thing. But you have to know all these names. Okay, this book value or carrying amount in Malaysia, we call it with these two names, tax return down value. That means carrying amount, tax return down value, or another popular name is this one, Baki. Residual means Baki, residual expenditure. baki kos ini, baki asal 10, bakinya ada berapa sekarang? 5, residual. The balance, but we call it residual. Another name, tax return down value. This is international. If you look at your accounting IAS 16, the book value is carrying amount. Okay, book value is carrying amount. IAS 16 calls the book value carrying amount. But for tax, we call it tax return down value. This is accounting. Tax, we call it tax return down value. So you'll be studying very soon, deferred tax in accounting. Deferred tax, they use this figure, they call it in tax, in deferred tax. Tax return down value. So ini nama semua kena tahu, ini cost. Cost is what? QP. Tolak semua, residual. Another name, tax return down value. Accounting, ini nama untuk accounting, net book value carrying amount. Habis. So ini baki yang tinggal, kita jual 2, rugilah. Baki 5 kita jual lebih, untunglah. Tapi untung selalu ada bracket sini. Right now, further rules. If you get a BA, that is your final answer. Habis. Final. Habis. If you get a BC, I have to carry out one more calculation. If you get BC only, you have to carry out one more calculation. If you get a BC, you need to compare with actual capital allowances claimed. What is your actual capital allowances claim? Tengok sini. Berapa kita sudah claim? 3, 4, 5. Ada 5. 3, 4, 5. Alright? Itu kita kena banding dengan ini. 3, 4, 5 kita ambil dan banding dengan your BC calculation. Kemudian, mana-mana rendah sekali, lowest will be taken as BC. Very important. Whichever lower figure, that figure will qualify as BC. Okay? Whichever lower, that figure will qualify as BC. So BC is like that. You have to take the figure, lower figure, BC. All right. What about if I say like this? What about if I say that 5, 4? Okay. I didn't put in your this one, that word L. We take the lower, but I've written it here lower. Okay. Okay. Now, if let's say this figure I add up, example, I only get if I add up this, let's say I get 7, example, instead of 4, I get 7, then that will be answer, right? This question, I'm selling it, I got it 4, I will compare with the actual answers, and then I decide. The lower figure will be the answer. In this question, that is correct. Take lower SBC. I hope you have understood. Now I want to change the figure. Instead of putting it 9 here, instead of me putting 9 here, what about if I put there 12? If in the above example, had the selling price was 12, what will be answer? 5 minus 12, you will get 7, correct? If in the above exercise, selling price was 12, then the BC will be how? 5 minus 12, you get 7. But your actual allowances is 5. So now I will compare the 7 with your 5, and lower will be the answer. That means that will be your answer. Okay? No longer this. So therefore the lower will be your revised BC. Note, no comparison. No comparison. Just now 9. Here I'm putting just now 9. Now I'm changing the figure to what you call, wait, just now I put it 9. Now I'm changing the figure to 12. Okay, don't worry on that. Original 9, I'm changing it to 12. So 12, that's your answer. We will never do comparison for BA. If you get your BA, that's your answer. No need to do any comparison. I hope you have understood that. Okay, just now I'm explaining the table. This can be seen in your tax table. Okay, now we go into this exercise. Okay, take a look. Nothing. Now, the normality is one asset we keep in one column. One asset in one column. We don't combine. Unless the question wants you to do so, kita selalu guna satu ruang untuk satu aset. Kecuali soalan kata all the vehicle kita combine. Biasa kita combine sekiranya kita punya matlamat nak guna untuk banyak beberapa tahun lah, bukan 1, 2, 3, 4 tahun kita nak jual. So if you want to use the asset for many years, right, many years, and then you want to combine it, can. But generally the exam, one asset, one column, finish. Here I just want to show you, asset can be combined if the question wants it like that. Otherwise you keep it one asset in one column. So here end December. Now the 10%, 20% calculation is based on the value of the asset you buy. We don't calculate, let's say your year end is December, I buy in October, I don't take 3 months. Your year end is December, I buy in July, I don't take 6 months. We take percentage times cost, no time apportionment. We ignore time apportionment. This is accounting or time, here no time. So I put here for you. Unless stated otherwise, keep one asset in one column, right? Okay. Okay, here the business wish to pool all the vehicles. The business wish to pool all the vehicles in one column, in one asset. Vehicles only, ini semua dia nak masuk dalam satu ruang. Okay, so that means that's fine. So this asset, this one, dia nak masuk dalam satu ruang boleh. Soalan kata bolehlah, kalau tidak kita simpan satu aset, satu ruang. So kita ada berapa aset? Satu. Ya, ini semua kita masuk dalam satu pool. Nah, ini ada lagi satu. Number 3. This one. So you have 3 different assets. 1, 2, 3. Right? So 1, I'm going to open one column. 2, I'm going to open another column. 3, I'm going to open a third column. 3 assets. Right. What is the figure? 40, 50, 70. This I can put it together. This one will go here. Okay. This column, pool. So saya ada sekarang 1, 2, 3 ruang. Now when you buy, no problem. We don't take time. We don't take February to December, March to December, tada. If you buy, straight away on the cost, easy. Now let's calculate capital allowances. Now, I hope you can read this one. Ini sangat penting. Otak sini sangat penting. Capital allowances always given in full. No proportionate adjustment if acquired during the year. Maksud, if I buy here, I don't take 7 months. I buy here, I don't take 11 months. I just give in full. Okay. Now kita tengok ada berapa. 40, 120. Ini saya masuk dalam satu ruang kerana soalan kata ni. Pool. Kalau dia tak sebut, I don't pool. I don't pull the vehicle. So now 40, 120, 100 ada. 40, 120, 100 ada. Ada. 40, 120, 100 ada. Berapa dia punya IA untuk semua aset 20. Berapa AA? This one 10, that one 20, yang ini 14. Alright, so we follow. Next, we want to calculate first year. First year QPE means the cost in accounting. Tax we call it qualifying plan expenditure. Bila kita beli tahun 2018, we check in which December. All that going in December 18. That's your first year. Macam mana nak kira? Begini. Ini. Macam mana nak kira? Begini. 20%. Ambillah 20%. Dari ini. Ada sini. Jumlah kat sini. I hope you are following. Next. Tengok sini. Ada. AA berapa peratus? Kita salin dari sini. 10%. 20%. 14%. Ini dia punya jumlah. Jadi jumlah capital allowances untuk tahun 18 inilah 94. Yang ini, this one minus this one, that is your residual expenditure. Residual baki. Another name, tax return down value. Okay, tax return down value. Habis. Lagi macam mana cerita untuk tahun kedua? Tahun kedua kita masuk ini aja, yaitu this will repeat based on the cost repeat. So I show you. Ada, nampak? Ini. Tengok, this one will repeat. Ada. Senang aja. So when you go home, you have to redo this. Look at my exercise, do yourself. You're just looking only, because class means I'll ask you to write. I give you the question, then I discuss, I want you to write. You write. Normally students write, they never go and revise because it goes inside the head straight. Here, you listen to me and then you have to go home and you revise, then only you'll go. Revise means you have to take the pen and, you have to just copy and do, then only it will go. Tengok macam itu tak boleh, lupa nanti. Okay, habis. Lagi, tahun yang berikut. Serupa lah, kita repeat aja. Ada. Tahun yang pertama cuma kita ada AA. Ni, AA. Lain tahun semua ini aja. Tahun yang pertama IA, sorry. Tahun yang pertama IA. Lain tahun semua ini aja. I hope you are following. Okay, next. Next, what's happening? Okay, next we look at more rules on PA. Okay, so year 3 done, huh? Okay, now we want to go to year 4. Before that, once again, how to get a loss? Accounting, accounting loss in tax, we call it BA. A BA will arise if you sell below the book value. If this is book value 20, I sell below that, loss. If you sell, you got 20, you want to sell more. If you sell more, you'll get a profit. Profit if selling price is more than the book value. Less than the book value, loss. If you sell more than the book value, profit. Now go back to this exercise. You have 20, 24, 38, correct? Go back to that exercise. 20, 24, 38. So you have that exercise here. 20, 24, 38. That is coming from year 3. Correct? That was in year 3. Now, that was in year 3. In 2021, which is year 4, this is year 4. We want to know that is year 4, which I didn't put there. During the year 2021, which is year 4, this one is year 4. The following assets were sold. That means you are selling this for 10 and you are selling that for 48, I think. And yang lagi satu, saya tak jual, saya simpan aja. So, sekarang macam mana? Ni saya jual. I got 10, I'm selling. I got 20, I'm selling for 10, loss. Loss kita panggil BA. BA no comparison, itu jawapan final. Tengok ini. Pelan saya jual untuk 48. 38 punya benda saya jual pada 48. So I'm getting a profit. Just now I told you, if you get a profit, BC must be compared with actual ounces. So what is your actual ounces for this question? I can go and add up here. One way I go and add up. What is your capital ounces for this question? You can see here, 34 plus 14, 48 plus 14, 62. So 62 your actual allowance. Another way to calculate, another way you ambil ini cost minus the book value sama dengan 62. So 62 is your actual allowance. So you need to compare. Tak compare tak boleh. Kena compare. Right? You need to compare. So let's see. When you compare how much you get, you have to look at it. Okay. When you compare, ini saya tunjuk sekarang. Ini angka kita sudah dapat tadi. Ini ada tadi sana. Selling for 10, loss. Loss, no comparison. Yang ini 38, I'm selling more, profit. Profit is BC, saya kena banding ini. Need to be compared with actual ounces. Actual ounces is sama 62. Tadi I added it up. You want add one by one, you get 62 just now. Or I take the cost minus your book value. That is the 62 I already claimed. So you banding lah, ini atau ini, mana-mana rendah sekali. So that's the figure. So you get this over here. It's a debit figure, loss. This is your credit figure here. And then this one, you have still AA. AA will repeat. So no book value. This is your AA. So if I add up, debit and debit, I can add CA and BA. Credit, I keep here. You can see that. You can see that. Okay, debit, I add, credit, I keep this side. Got it? Now, another way to get this 62, you just add all the IA and AA. If you add all the IA and AA for year 1, year 2, year 3, year 1, you get this. Year 1. Then year 2, year 3. That's the total. Or another way. 100 is your cost minus your book value, still you get 62. And then you compare with book value, take the lower, which is that's the answer. Boleh kah? Hello, can I have some response from the students? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Boleh ya? Boleh ya? Okay. Right, next. Sekarang tengok macam mana nak masuk dalam format ini. You know, the format kita belajar dulu macam mana kita nak masuk. Tengok ni. Last time we said B, B, C, B, campur B, C, inilah yang kita kira tadi. B, B, C, itulah capital allowances. Remember, capital allowances, 24 plus 10, of course, campur any capital allowances brought forward sekiranya ada, semua sini. So, ini angka ada sini. B, B, C, S. Then you get statutory minus brought forward loss, net statutory business income, habis. So, I've shown you how to work out and how to apply and enter into the solution. Senang aja. Boleh?
Boleh.
Boleh ya? Bagus. Najib punya keputusan sudah keluar ke belum lagi? Mahkamah.
Belum.
Adakah?
Belum.
lagi. Okey. Okey, sekarang kita tengok angka ini. Ini I dah terangkan itu tadi. Never mind, we run through again. Remember this one I was talking to you? Small valued asset. Apa ni? Small valued asset. Sekarang I want to rujuk dengan inilah small valued. Apa ni small valued? Small valued bermaksud ni, that means each item below 2,000. Each, setiap aset. Kurang dari 2,000, terima. 900, 800, 1,900, terima semua. So, what do you do is, I do like this. Kurang daripada 2,000, saya buang sini. Setiap aset kurang daripada 2,000, buang. Dan you tengoklah berapa dia punya jumlah. Katalah dia punya jumlah 30,000. Tak ada masalah. Claim 100%. So long, each asset below 2,000, kita jumlahkan, terima 2,000. 100%. This hukum untuk semua bisnes dan syarikat. Kecuali syarikat yang besar. So that means this rule I use for all the business and small company. If your company is big means your capital is more than 2.5 million, you call it large company. Large company ada sedikit modifikasi. Large company, sekiranya you are a business enterprise or small company, berapa pun kita terima aja. Sekiranya large company, angka ini saya terima maksimal only 20,000. Faham? Lagi sekali. Setiap aset kurang dari 2,000 saya buang dalam sini. Buang dalam bakul. Kemudian I tengok berapa dia punya jumlah. Jumlah berapa pun tak apa. Kita bagi 100% selagi you punya business is a enterprise. Peniaga tunggal ataupun syarikat, small syarikat. Small company. Small company bermaksud capital kurang daripada 2.5 juta. If your capital is more than 2.5, we call it large company. Large company, maksimal. Di sana kita bagi 20,000. So 20,000 kita terima 100%. Baki, you ikut kita punya table lah. Table apa benda itu? Furniture 2010. Sekiranya general plan 2014. Macam itu. Sekali lagi saya akan terangkan. Don't worry. Ini round yang pertama. Round yang kedua kita tengok angka dalam bentuk soalan. Sekejap. Okay. So sekarang tengok, if value per item is below 2,000, capital allowances can be claimed at 100% individual business. This rule for companies only allowed if its paid up capital is below. Paid up capital is below berapa? 2.5 million at the start of the basis period. This capital we always kira pada permulaan tahun. Okay, finish. Next. What about if the capital is more than 2.5? If company's capital is more than 5, I call it large. Then the total value of 2,000 each, cannot exceed 20,000. So even though each item is 2,000, in total you cannot exceed this figure 20,000. So macam mana I akan tunjuk sekarang? So if total below 20, 100%. Total more than 20, the excess above 20 you claim using this table lah. Otherwise the excess will be claimed. Excess means this one. Lebih daripada itu, you will claim using the table. That is example. This is example. What is your example? We studied plant and machinery. We claim plant ini angka, equipment ini angka, dan sebagainya. Right? So sekarang I tengok sini. Summary. Capital ini untuk syarikat company. Below 2.5 million, 100%. More than 2.5 million, 100%. Alright? If it is 20,000. Total value below 20,000. Each item below 2, total value 20, kita bagi 100%. If total value is more than 20, each item 2, then we look at that rule. So we have to see whether you're a small company or big company. Total value 20. Each item below 2,000. Below 20, tak ada masalah. Claim 100%. What about total value more than 20? Each item is below 2. More than 20, kita kena tengok lah. Ini syarikat berapa? Small or large? Small, 100%. Large, what we do, we tengok macam mana. Large, first 20, 100%. Balance, guna itu table lah. Ini table. Balance, you use the table. Balance, use tax table. Itu aja. So you have to see whether it is a large company or small company. Small company, 100%. Large company, then saya akan apa nama? Large company, I will use the table. So you have to see whether this is a large or small company. Summary. 2.5 below capital, you claim 100%. More than 2.5, 100% up to 20,000 only. 100% up to 20% only. Above 20, we will use this one. Now kita tengok ni. Ini gambar rajah di sini. below 2,000. Kita ambil satu aset demi satu aset. Cari dia punya nilai. Kurang daripada 2,000 ataupun sama dengan 2,000, kita masuk dalam bakul ini. Kita jumlahkan any amount untuk bisnes, bukan syarikat. Enterprise bukan syarikat. Peniaga tunggal. Claim 100%. Ini syarikat. Selagi dia punya capital below 2.5, berapa angka pun tak apa. Any amount, 100%, 100%. I hope you are getting. Now I put the second bakul. Bakul ini kita tengok. Paid up capital more than 2.5. Each item below 2,000. Saya masuk dalam bakul. Sekiranya angka ini 20,000, saya boleh claim 100%. Sekiranya capital more than 2.5 and the total is 25, maka the first 20,000 from here, I will claim 100%. Baki, saya guna jadual yang tadi saya tunjuk atas. Boleh ke? Saya guna bakul senang ke?
Boleh, sir.
Kalau saya tak guna bakul, saya cuma terangkan macam buku cerita aja, susah nak tengok. Sekarang you boleh lihat sini macam mana. Ni senang aja tengok ni, kurang daripada 2,000. Apa benda? Apa pun kita terima. Sekiranya you punya modal lebih daripada 2.5 juta, this is only restricted to company, ya. Not for individual, company aja. More than 2.5 capital, setiap angka 2,000, sekiranya masih 20,000 kurang, 100. Lebih, first 20, 100, baki kita guna jadual table. Habis, itu aja. Okay. Okay, now I tunjuk dalam bentuk angka. Ini dia punya angka. Bukan angka lah, angka. Alright, tengok sini. 12 item. Setiap 2,000. Setiap 2,000, so it qualifies. Jumlah tak mengapa. This is what I need. 2,000, fine, thank you, except QPE, qualifying plant. So this is small item. If it is business enterprise, non-company, that 24, I claim 100%. Habis? So that is your capital allowances. If your company, capital below 2.5, saya terima 100% juga. Still 100. Ini. That 100 will come still. That one. Okay. So I will still go for 100%. Still 100. Okay, still 100. Now, lebih daripada 2.5 capital syarikat. Ini syarikat. Then, first 20, I go for 100%. Baki. Dari 24 minus the 20, the baki you will go for IA and AA. We take it because the name of the item not given, so I'll take it as general plant and machinery lah. Itu dia habis. Ada masalah? Ada. Sekarang, I nak bagi you ini. Sekarang you tolong I lah. Macam mana nak buat ini? So, please take a paper pen. I know I've given you the answer. I want you to take the paper pen. Only 5-6 minutes. 6 minutes. 9:30 I will discuss. So after this, I'll give you a little recap, don't worry. So I want you to clear this before I go into the theory explanation. Ini dia 20 plan satu ruang, kereta satu ruang. Ini kurang daripada 2.000, so boleh terima 100. I dah bagi ni semua. Exam dia tak bagi, you have to identify. Okay. Kemudian sini ada tengok, fixture and fitting. Dah bagi. Ini tahun saya jual. So, which year, how many years you claim? 17, 18, 19, you claim capital allowances. 17, you claim IAAA. 18 and 19, only AA. 20, no AA, you jual. Kita cuma jual ini. Untuk itu, kita dapat BA, BC. Lain benda semua, kita tak jual. Ini sudah habis. Ini tak jual, kita cuma calculate this. Okay, 5 minutes. Can you try? Can you try? Okay, can you try? Okay, how to try? I give you this. I've given you the answer, so I want you to try. So otherwise, you won't learn anything. Okay. Okay. Can you see? I put these figures here. 20, 30, 10. Okay. After that, I give IAAA. First year done. Ini dia IAAA. Ikut ni lah. Semua IA kita ikut itu. Bila AA kita ikut itu. AA daripada tahun 1 dan berikut. IA 1 tahun aja. So I finish 17. Can you now audit? When I say audit, you shouldn't checking the answer. You take right, tuck, marking. So 17. Try 17 I've done. Now you try 18. 18, what do you put? 18, you only 18, I've given you the answer. Repeat this column. Then 19. 19, what will happen? Repeat the column. And then I want you to do 20. Year 20, apa kita kena buat? 20 yang kita jual, you kena carilah BA or BC. Yang you tak jual, iaitu ini 2, kita repeat. Okay, 3 minutes. Do it and then check the answer. Then I'll come and explain the theory. Okay, start. 3 minutes, I'll be back. Okay, my friend. Have we finished? Hello, someone say hello to me.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Now look. Now look, yeah. So, did you get all these figures? See any problems you have? So you know how to get that figure. I already shown you. This one is only repeating. The main thing is this one, disposal. Yang ini main. This is what I want. Disposal. Disposal, what do you do? Sini. Yang ini disposal. Disposal, you're selling for 5. This is 7.5. So this is your BA. Okay, BA is debit balance. This one I'm not selling. So I repeat, that's your answer, and that is your total capital allowance. I hope you got it. Okay. Next, you look at this theory. What is the meaning of plant and machinery? Plant and machinery means all non-current asset, we call it plant except land and building. When can you claim capital allowances? In order to claim capital allowances, the asset used in business must satisfy 2 tests. In addition to, you must be the owner, you must have spent the money, you must be using it. Another condition, strict condition to be satisfied is 1, you must satisfy the definition. Definition means it must be a plant and machinery, that is non-current asset. Number 2, it must be used for, it must be part of the function, it must satisfy the functional test. In simple terms, it must be an asset. Functional means it must be used in business to produce income. The word functional means must be used in business to produce income. If it is not used to produce income, it's only a showpiece. Tak boleh lah. Showpiece semua tak boleh. Kata saya beli satu harta, harta itu kena digunakan dalam perniagaan untuk menjana pendapatan. Kalau I beli untuk showpiece, katalah I beli satu frame, a photo, just to decorate my building, I just put that, tak boleh. So, tengok, capital allowances. Yang pertama, satisfy definition. Definition A. Yang kedua, kena satisfy itu functional test. This is A. Definition, satisfy. B, you must satisfy the functional test. If we satisfy A and B, I can claim capital allowances. If we cannot satisfy functional, that means you only satisfying the setting. If you satisfy this and this, claim capital allowances. If we cannot satisfy this, that means it is a setting. It's always like this. If we can satisfy, it is functional. If we cannot satisfy this, that means you are only having it as a setting. I must buy an asset, which is plant and machinery, as part of a function. Function means to use in the business. If you are not using it in the business, it's only a showpiece, then it is setting. Setting tak boleh lah, walaupun asset, setting tak boleh. Asset kena digunakan, baru boleh. Functional means kena digunakan dalam perniagaan untuk menjana pendapatan, baru boleh. Itu functional. Kalau you beli satu harta, tapi dia tak bantu you untuk in the production of business income, tidak ada sebarang bantuan, maka kita masuk dalam setting. Okay, next one. Ini aku bagi sekarang. Definition. What is the meaning of plant and machinery? Plant and machinery. Exclude land and building. The definition is like this. Any apparatus means asset, alat. Any apparatus used by business permanently in the production of income. So first one, apa-apa alat yang kita gunakan dalam perniagaan untuk menjana pendapatan on a permanent basis, tetap. One. Number two, it can be anything. It can be live, it can be dead. It can be fixed, it can be movable. Fixed means atau mesin yang kita letak di satu tempat. Ya, sekejap ya. Okay, next. So, apa itu live or dead? Live means, ini fixed means machine yang ada sana lah, tetap. Movable means lorry, tractor, movable. Live means, you know, animal. If I use animal, let's say I use a cow to transport goods, to carry goods, pun boleh. Cow also you can claim capital allowances. So, any apparatus used in business permanently in the production of income can be live or dead, fixed or movable. We would not include stock that you buy to sell. You can claim capital allowances. In this one, definition is from Yamath and France. This case is being used in Malaysia. Yamath and France being used in Malaysia. This is a horse case. Apa jadi dalam sini? Dia gunakan satu kuda untuk bawa barang ke sini dan ke sana. Tapi bila dia nak claim capital allowance, dia tak bagi. Tax department tak bagi. Kemudian dia orang ambil ke mahkamah. Mahkamah kata sama ada kita gunakan kuda untuk transport barang ke ataupun kita guna kereta lori untuk transport barang, serupa aja. Kereta kita masuk minyak, untuk ini kita bagi rumput. Itu dia punya perbezaan. Tapi dua-dua pun ada cost. Therefore, that from there, whether you use an asset fixed or dead, fixed or movable, live or dead, we can claim capital allowances. Further test. Setting tak boleh. Setting is showpiece. Setting means not used in the production of income. It does not play an active role. It is only a setting, mere setting. Example, let's say I give you a business, college business, hotel business, college business, hotel business. Okay. Now, college business, if I use lights, college business, the lighting is lighting outside the college, KPTM, the light shining. Okay. So, lighting outside, we call it plant and machinery. Itu lampu-lampu sebagian daripada aset. Tapi, lampu yang ada di luar college, itu setting. Kita tak guna itu untuk mengajar. So, that is setting. Lampu luar, asset, tapi bukan function, setting, no capital allowance. We have to satisfy both. Lampu yang ada dalam bilik classroom, itu function, itu boleh. Untuk hotel, lampu yang ada di luar, Sunway Hotel, Sunway Resort Hotel, itu lampu. Di luar dan di dalam, dua-dua function. Why? People want to stay, people come here for holiday. People come for holiday, they want to stay in a place which is nice, conducive. You tutup semua lampu, siapa nak datang. Jadi lampu di luar pun penting, lampu di dalam pun penting kerana turis datang untuk dia nak belanja untuk style. They want to spend money, they want luxury. So hotel lights outside and inside is an asset and function, so you can claim capital allowance. So functional test means it plays an active role in the production of income. Okay, I give you one more example. This is a ship. The ship was converted into a restaurant, and the ship is on the sea. Ship, kapal, diubah suai kepada restoran, ada on the sea, laut. Now, people want to go to this restaurant, they take a boat. Ini bukan penyamun, ini customer. They take a boat from the river bank, they go here. The question, the ship and the boat are asset, plant and machinery. But the boat plays an active role, transporting people up and down. So it is plays a function. You can claim capital allowances. The ship is an asset, but people go there for the setting, for the environment. They don't need the ship. It's only an environment. Here it is a function, the boat. Here they go to the restaurant. Why should you go and buy one mineral water for 5 ringgit? I can buy offshore at 1 ringgit. So here they're going for the environment, setting, no capital allowance. Habis. Got it? That's it. Now, last one. Then tomorrow you can try the question I've sent you. Now, if you are claiming capital allowance for car, if you're claiming the car, if you're claiming capital allowance for car, if the car value is more than 150, you claim only capital allowances on 50. I buy a car, 180, 200, 300. Capital allowance 2020 is only based on that. If your car is between this figure, you claim capital allowances only based on 100. If your car is below that figure, if your car is below that figure, below 150, then you claim the exact cost incurred. So very simple. More than 50, you take it 50. In between, you take it 100. Below 100, exact cost. This is for car. If it's a commercial vehicle, katalah van, lorry, bus, tractor, untuk ini tidak ada limit. Cost incurred, any amount. So, lorry 175, 175, 125, 125, 98, 98. If this is a car, I only give 50. If this is a car, I only give 100. If this is a car, same cost below 100. Finally, if it is a second-hand car, below 50. Second-hand car below 50, you give 50. Below exact cost. More than 50, we stop there. More than 50, 60, 70, that's the one. That's the one. So all vehicle, that's the answer. Okay, habis. So sekarang itu aja untuk hari ini. Now, I've given you one exercise with the answer. Have a look. I've given you one with the answer. That is here 175, 50. 125, 100. That's your QPE. Car, more than 150, 50. Car, between 100 to 150, this one. Below, same. Bus, crane, any amount. Second-hand car, more than 50, this is the fifth answer. So now I want you to compute capital allowances for all of these. So can you please try, keep each asset in a separate column. Okay? Okay. I don't want you to do this one. This one I will teach you tomorrow. I don't want you to do this one. I only want you to do the first part and check the answer. The answer is here. I only want you to do without disposal. So ini jangan, ini saya tak mau. Check the answer sampai sini aja. Okay? Thank you. I will see you tomorrow. Please try. I'll see you tomorrow. Yang ini